Okay, if I've got this set up right, it should be streaming to a couple of different things. But I do have the camera going as usual. Oops, if you press the... Oh, no, not that button. There we go. Okay, alright, organised. Not sure how long we'll stay here today, because it's pretty much like just a sing in the park again. Showcasing some of their little bands. Okay. But let us wander down the footpath. So as usual, I'll Parliament House, heading up towards, there's a nice little crowd up there, it looks like. I will check on the other device if it's streaming properly when I get up there.
What's it for though? Because they're protesting for our freedom.
Oh, should turn that on. Bit more here than last week. Probably about the same actually. Which one's that one? Twisted drop there. Shirts. The hoodie tent again.
Listen guys, if you've got a car over there, the authorities are starting to book people. I'm just letting you know, okay? Over on the car park on the grass over there. Thank you.
I got one more to do, and then we've got Mick Swagger coming on. Dad's going to introduce him anyway. I got one more song, it's called Freedom. I never dreamed that it would be this way. I never thought that I would need to say we are the strong ones to stand up for what is right. What will it take to get off your knees and fight? When the lights go out on the sun. We see the blood of our people on your hands. Are you too blind that you can't see what's going on around you? We're taking back our freedom. We're taking back our freedom. What will it take for you to realize it's not us that are the problem? We are the strong ones who stand up for what is right. What will it take to get off your knees and fight? When the lights go out on the setting sun, we see the blood of our people on your hands. Are you too blind that you can't see what's going on around you? Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Yeah. I never dreamed that it would be this way. I never thought that I would need to say we are the strong ones. Stand up for what is right. What will it take to get off your knees and fight? When the lights go out on the setting sun, we see the blood of our people on your hands. Are you too blind that you can't see what's going on around you? Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Ooh, we're taking back our freedom. Ooh, taking back our freedom.
Turned into quite a warm day.
Thank you very much.
Which is nice.
All right, it's amazing what sort of talent you find when you bring a crowd together, isn't it, guys? It's just insane.
I didn't know it was so good.
There you go. All right, so said we got someone coming up here. We can't help it. He's a bit of a carb. We all live in the spirit, guys. You know, that's what we do, and that's what we're all living in at the moment. Okay, so you just got to stay in that realm, okay? And it's pretty hard, right? We've got a lot of stuff against us. You know, I'm getting called a weirdo because I'm whacking out Robert Douche's stuff on the net about, you know, chemtrails and manipulated weather. And, mate, they've got to wake up soon, haven't they? There's something I'd just like to say, and I'd say this in full respect, people, okay? God bless Shane Warne. Okay, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know, we know Warney had a booster before he went to Thailand, I can tell you that. And that's the result, folks. So it's wake up, Australia. Right, there's our best cricketer in the world. Gone. So we got a job to do, folks. We've still got a lot of dumbed-down people out there, and we got a mission. Okay, so we're going to bring up Mick Swagger. And I think Mick's going to rock you around a little bit. And then we'll, I'll have a chat. Okay, here we go, Mick. All right, let's do this, eh? What do you reckon? Where's me DJ? Meatloaf. Is Meatloaf out there? We want my classic track. I can't get no vaccination. Come on, where are you? Let's get it on.
No, you're right.
Oh, here he comes. I'll let him come up. But anyway, how you all doing? Having a good time or what? This is a bit different, isn't it? Just a little bit. It's a little bit different. People come from everywhere. And By the way, yeah, the people, I think we just mentioned, people still on the grass over there may get booked, unfortunately. This car park's all good, though. There's water over there on the lower tent if you need it. Are we ready, Meatloaf? Oh, you're right, he's always there. You may have seen this one before. I'm Mark, I'm the one that does a few little parodies. Just a couple. Just to spread the love and the truth. This one's No Vaccination. Hit it, Cobber. Alright, let's go, we'll see ya. I don't want no vaccination. I don't need no bad reaction. But they try, yeah, they try, don't they? Oh, they try, bunch of triers, yeah. I don't need no, I don't want no. When I'm driving in my car and some man comes on the radio, tell me more and more about some useless vaccination designed to reduce the population. I don't think so. Bye bye, Shane Vaughan. No, no, no. What do you reckon? Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say. I don't need no vaccination. I don't want no bad reaction. But they try, and they try, and they try, oh, they try. I don't want no, I don't need no. When I'm watching my TV and some experts start telling me that he wasn't poisoning me, but it can't be a man, no, it's just a joke. He thinks he can order me. I don't think so. No, no, no. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say. I don't want no vaccination. I don't need no bad reaction. But they try, and they try, and they try, and they try.
We've heard this one.
I don't want no. When I'm looking down the world, and they're stopping this, we're saying that it's a scam all around the world. And they tell me this track's spinning weeks and weeks. Can't you see that on the news? I don't know. No, no, no.
So they're actually leaving this area clear today. Big line up for coffee. That's that pressure guy, so still zipping it out. Oh look, we've still got the silver stuff going on.
Complications. No complications. No vaccination. No vaccination.
Go and have a look at all
Give them,
whatever that is in a
these
bed.
guys, absolutely no satisfaction. You socialist, coward, communist sellouts. It's finished. I'm Mick Swagger. Thanks for listening. Hey, Davey boy. Here's Dave with his package. Okay, how are we going? So we're going to get into a bit more bite. We're going to talk to you about a few things. Obviously, we need to be sharing. Robert, how do you pronounce his name? Is it Douche? I hate calling him Douche. It sounds horrible.
If anyone's watching, you
He's
can
no
share this
douchebag.
one.
He's
I
a really
haven't
smart
shared
guy.
it anyway.
But anyway, if no one's honouring from Liverpool, watch what the government's doing to your weather and share the shit out of it, people. Get it out there. You know whose page it's going to go across. You know, wake people up. But guys, so we got a job to do. So, we've sat back now for we haven't sat back, we've all been a part of a movement. But we've watched certain things happen. Okay, and I'm not going to go into it, and I don't want to talk about it, I just want to tell you what we need you to do. So we are all following different people. I told you weeks ago when we dropped the flags and we had to talk about that the sovereign people of this land were ready. They were waiting for us honkies. Okay, us honkies are here now, and they're here. They're not actually right here, but they're going to be somewhere with us. Okay, so what we need to do, we've had a lot of people, we've had a lot of segregation, guys. And I'm going to put it pretty bluntly, we win or we go to camps. You agree? Yes. Okay, we going to a camp? Yes. So we're going to win, right? Yes. Okay, this is what we need you to do. We're all following different people. All right, I've got a list in my back pocket. I've changed my jeans. I do have a list in my jeans. I've gone through and tried to name all the freedom fighters. Everybody who has a following. What I need you to do, because I'm going to cop a little bit of opposition, guys, because I'm working in the right place in what I call truth, okay? I'm not saying other people aren't, I'm just telling you where I stand. So I'm working with the sovereign people of the land, and we're ready to do this thing. What I need you to do is I need contact from all the freedom fighters with a good following. I need them to contact me. Me. And I have an invitation for them.
Are you going to collect money out of them as well?
No, I can't do that, sorry. So what we're going to do is we've got to get them together, okay? And we've got to get everyone together. We need those leaders to come to a meeting with the sovereign people. Yeah. It's organised, okay? It's ready to go.
It's not about money, it's about people, bro.
Yeah, don't worry about this, Jules. So what's got to happen here, guys, is we need you to go out to the people you are following. Let them know all I need. Right? You can find me, David Graham, Stop the Rot, Sack the Lot. Most of you know my pages, I think. I can't believe how they've grown since I got here, and I couldn't even use them for 30 days when I first got here. But, mate, thank you very much, guys. You're all listening, and it's very good to have an audience like that I can try and help educate. So, hope I'm doing the right thing. But, listen, what we got to do is we need you people to put the pressure on the freedom fighters to come back so we can get the invitation to this meeting. This meeting, we win. We don't go to this meeting, I don't know what's going to happen. I got a yacht. I'll go sailing when it comes to the crunch. I don't want to do that. Okay, I want to stand here and fight. But guys, to fight, we need, okay, we've gone through. Every movement has to have this. It's called a splintering. Okay? But then what's got to happen when it hits bottom ground, which I believe it's hit now, it has to start and remesh. Okay, and it's got to come back again. Okay, and we've got to drop some egos, eat some humble pie, okay, for the goodness of the cause. So that's what I'm asking you people, I need you to do. Okay, if we want to win this thing, we need to unite. Okay, and unluckily enough, the disunification and that has come in, and it's come in because it's a plan of the devil. Okay, he doesn't want us doing this, guys. He really doesn't. But guess what? All you guys out there are freaking stalwarts, mate. You're still here. You know, it could be flogging down with 20 or 40 mils of rain today, but for the grace of God and the prayer warriors, it ain't. Okay, so that's exactly what I need you to do for me, if you can do that. I need messages out to them to contact me so I can get an invite out to them so we can pull this thing together and win the war. Okay, thank you. Rick, would you like to come up? So we have a few people here already. We've got a young girl who'd like to sing a song. We got her backing track. She'll be up here. Mark's here. We've got different people that are going to come up and talk to you during the day, guys. But Rick's going to come up here where, Rick can have as many sessions as he wants up here. Okay, I'll reiterate. He is not a political party. They are a group of people unregistered to the political party. And that's what they are. So, and I don't like any political parties, so there you go. He ain't one. All right, take it away, Rick, thanks.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oh, that was a bit average. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! That's better. Welcome back to Canberra, for those of you who came back and those that still are here, and we know who we are. Thanks very much. Now, let's bow our heads and pray first, after the truck's finished. Give him a cheer.
There's a truck. Apparently he's going to be on the horn all the way around.
Thank you, Truckee!
Thank you, Truckee!
Love you, Truckee!
Love you, Truckee!
That's what I love about this crowd. It is so warm-hearted, generous, forgiving. It doesn't matter what happens, we just roll with the punches. Is that right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're trying to paint us as something that we're not. And it's not working. It's just not working. Okay, let's bow our heads. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, the best thing I like about that is we are all equal, every one of us. Doesn't matter if you're a prostitute from Emerald or a millionaire from Point Parker, we are all equal.
Oh, he's gone out. Thought he was going to go across the front. That would have looked cool. I guess he's not allowed.
We're certainly equal in the sight of sovereignty. That makes sense. Every one of you is sovereign. Every one of you has the right to live your life as long as you don't interfere with
I
somebody
don't
else's
think you miss
rights.
much when you don't watch it.
You have the right to live your life your way. How does that sound? You want to smoke? Smoke. You don't want to smoke? Don't smoke. Real simple. Real simple. They keep doing things for us that's for our own good. And yet, whenever they do things for our own good, it seems to hurt us, impoverish us, and restrict us. See, you are sovereign. Now, this is a notion that you understand. But for many Australians, the word sovereign is actually quite odd. They're unfamiliar with it. They don't know what it means. I was doing a talk in Newcastle some time back. Young barmaid behind the counter was serving drinks, but she kept leaning over listening to what I was saying. And at the end she came up and said, "But I'm just a barmaid." And I said, "Yes, love, and you are sovereign. All government power derives from you." And her eyes widened, as if for the first time she'd seen the sun come up. All power derives from you. And that goes from the politicians in that place to the constable standing behind me. Their power derives from you. Now, what we've been conditioned to believe, well, the Australian people have, we haven't. We're the blue hats. We know what's going on. We're ready to do it. But the rest of them have been conditioned to believe that when you become Prime Minister, you can do what the hell you like. When you become Premier of a state, you can do whatever the hell you like. And they are supported by corrupted politicians that vote for them. And they're supported by a corrupted media that conceals the truth and perpetuates the lie. Now, the lies are quite egregious. They're quite sick and depraved. See, this movement started because a truckie, Jim Greer in Perth, had a gut full of COVID. And good luck to him. Big cheer for Jim Greer. And when Jim got sidelined for firearms and drugs offences, the guy got, you might like having a toke on the weekend, so what? Then the concreter from Wollongong, David Graham, stepped up to the plate and hit it for 6. Big cheer for David Graham. Now, what a thoroughly Australian revolution. A truck driver from Perth and a concreter from Wollongong said, "That's it, we've had enough." I love it. But what they've been concealing, what they've been doing behind our backs and what they've been concealing is so depraved, is so awful, that we know that they have forfeited their right to live amongst polite society, amongst decent people. Now, the gentlemen and ladies behind me, they derive their power from you as well. Now, people keep saying, "I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job." And the other thing they say is, "Oh, I had to take the vax." Okay, here's time for some tough love. A soldier is required to disobey an unlawful command by law. If the soldier does something illegal, even though he's following an order, he is held personally responsible. And that's fair enough, that's as it should be. And yet, nobody else seems to apply that to themselves. These fine men and women of the Australian Federal Police behind me have to do the same. They have to understand what's law and what's not, and they have to make a decision, because they, like everybody else in this process, will be faced with the consequences of their personal decisions. And I know coppers that have left because they said, this is bullshit, and that's a technical term. This is horse feathers, I'm not doing this anymore, and they quit. And so everyone, from the Governor-General down, if they fail to do what is right, they will be held to account. It may take time, but everyone's going to face the truth. And they're going to face the sovereignty of the Australian people. You. You've got to hold on to that. You've got to remember that. You've got to spread that word, folks. You are sovereign. And the crimes they are committing in your name, with your money, must be answered for. You've got to wake people up. And I know you've been trying. Evidence of crime. Evidence of crime will do it. The fear of AIDS in the vaccine will do it. The fear of sterility and barrenness in women, sterility in men and barrenness in women, will do it. And the reason I tell you that is this. We will win this country for ourselves and our children and grandchildren if we deserve to. If we don't, we lose. And if we lose, we die. Australia will be a blip in world history. There was once this wonderful country that had every reason to succeed. And they gave it away. Or we win. Now, I've said before, we don't need to disarm the police. That's not our job. We don't storm the barricades. Again, not our job. All we need to do is turn up. Just be here. Because everyone here has a different reason for being here, and that's fine. That's as it should be. We're not looking for groupthink. There's enough to be insulted by to be here, and that's fine. You don't have to persuade the guy next to you that you're right and he's wrong. That's not the point. The point is we need millions of people here in Canberra. Now, we're running out of time. We are running out of time. If this goes past the end of March, we're done. We've got 2-3 weeks left, folks. You must get out there. We'll do what we can do. You've got to do what you can do. Get as many as you can. Now, we know the cloud-seeded, geo-engineered floods in Queensland are hurting the Queenslanders. And just if you didn't know, we've had cloud seeding legislation in Australia since the mid-60s. So this is not new. This is old. It's been going on since forever. But New South Wales and Victoria, that's where most of the people in Australia are. They've got to get here next Saturday and the following Saturday. We need unequivocal numbers here. Millions. And all you've got to do is turn up. You be polite, follow directions, and sit on the grass and let the world know enough is enough. We're not going to take any more. But you've got to do it, folks. It's up to you. You have to get the numbers here. Every one of you. Spread the word. Find out what buttons they need pushed and push those buttons and let them know. Just turn up. Drive up, sit here for a couple of hours and go back again. Now, somebody said to me yesterday, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't be doing on a Saturday because the kids have got their sport on Saturday. The obvious reply to which is, if you don't come on Saturday, you won't have kids anymore. This is not a game. This is a war. And we're fighting with both hands tied behind our back. And that's okay. I've got no problem with a bit of an advantage to these pedophile-protecting criminals. So, folks, please, do everything you can to get the numbers up. If you see a meme online or a call to action, post, and repost. Post, and repost. And while you're at it, have a shot at the media for lying. Ring them up. Ring up the ABC and ask Lee Sales, that full-term abortion enthusiast, why she isn't covering what's really happening here in Australia. You ask her. Make the call. Over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, we either get millions here in the next Saturday and the Saturday after that, or we lose. It's as simple as that. Do you want to win? Yes! Do you want to win? Yes! There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Riccardo Bosi. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. What an awesome speech. Okay, me and Dave are going to do a little number to try and bridge the gap between each other's hearts. As you listen to this song, I want you to concentrate on your spirit and try and let your spirit reach out to the person next to you for this one. We've got a few, yep. This is the U2 number. Back closer, the right one.
Alright, so yeah, listen to the words in this song, guys. This is a really beautiful song, and it means a lot to me when I just sit at home with a guitar in the lounge and play this track. I think U2 are a very great band, and I think some of the stuff they do is just absolutely brilliant. So,
yeah. It's an F sharp major, bro. It's not F sharp minor. Just say an F sharp major. Thank you. Sing along if you know the words. Let's not rush it. Is it getting better? Do you feel the same?
If I can leave this
Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You say one love, one life, it's one need in the night. One, but we're not the same. We've got to carry each other, one. Did I disappoint you? I'll leave a bad taste in your mouth.
We'll go for a wander.
You act like you never had love. And you want me to go now?
I'm going to be here maybe for a minute.
Well, it's
It'll be kind of safe. Are they trying to give the police some paperwork, or what's the deal with that one?
What's the what?
What's the deal with this one?
What do you mean?
Are they trying to give the police some paperwork, or?
I don't know. I haven't been over there.
Maybe they're informing them. You never know.
Yeah, fair enough. Seems to be reasonably civil, but it's been going on for a while.
Just a conversation by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But
Big packet of paperwork they were trying to give them before. Yeah, same.
I don't see how much the officer is responding to some other thing. This one here looks like
They listen pretty good, like whether or not they.
the one on this end looks like he's right into the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that he's sticking his nose in everything, and now on the top of that, Bosi is giving him credit by calling out his name and identity. He's not. He's a fucking bullshit artist.
I'm skeptical.
Yep.
I'm skeptical.
And he's the one that was seen last. He's the one that was seen last.
I'll find out what his documents are in a minute.
In a bucket.
Yeah. So.
And doing
The
drugs.
music's just doing the music.
He was doing some shit, and when he got called out, he goes like, "Oh, fuck off!" And
I don't like showing. We'll go and see what the documents are. Someone will know. There you go. Lots of good documents and trying to... Oh, the Constitution. Now I sort of understand the conversation that's being done. It was obviously... I was actually listening to this listening to these. Cool, so it was the Constitution and the law of treason. So we can check that out later. So everyone's pretty casual today. I do want a coffee.
2 weeks, so we ask, join us. Quit the division. We're together in this. We're one. Okay, we've got a couple of other things. So we've got a couple of gentlemen here that have come up and asked us. And we have a young lady here who has a backing track that Mack will probably get ready now, because I like to put people on the spot and not letting people that are coming up at a particular time. So is that young lass would like to come up here? Not? That's not ready. Then have Mark.
Not illegally parked, used in protest.
This guy's awesome, all the way from Newcastle. Talking stuff, Pearson. Check him out, Pearson online. He's got an awesome CD out. If you can support this guy by a CD, please ask him. I assume you bought a little collection. Ran out already, so pre-order. Reorder. This guy's awesome. Got lots at home, don't worry, yeah. We first met at Epic, didn't we, bro? And you were entertaining people on the back of the truck. No, that's the laundry, man. Convoy 1. Oh, Convoy 1, way back. Freedom. Yeah, wow. What's back and forth since then? He's been back and forth since then. What a champion. He's been itching to take another stage. So please welcome Cheerson. This is Mark.
Kick it a hooah!
They're back in their outfits again.
As Bosi said, that's pathetic.
Can we get a hooah? Hooah! All right, now we've got your attention. It's I was travelling down last night, had a bit of a hairy drive because my low beams didn't work anymore, and I'm driving on high beams, getting flashed by every trucker there was. So I'm not sure how I'm getting home yet. We'll fix it. Thank you. But yeah, it was a good journey to come down here, and I was thinking, today's thing is more about the music, and everybody here had or still has the skills of a profession. And everybody, most of the people on the stage here today, are ones that entertain you. And our professions are music, and as musicians, we are bards, and by bards, we boost the morale. So it gives us a chance to entertain you. Heaven's here, there's nothing left for you to fear. Shake your ass, come over here, now scream. Well, I'm a burning effigy of everything I used to be. You're my rock of empathy, my dear. So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you.
That's the best one.
Life's a short for you to die, so grab yourself an outback. Heaven knows your mother like mom shall. Separate your right from wrong. Come sing a different song. The kettle's on, so don't be long, mom shall. So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you.
That's gonna be hot work.
Put me up in the pages, I will be a rock of ages. See through fads and crazy faces, yeah. Little more peepers, I see sheep, peep out to peel and fell asleep. But you will sweat for the grass is sweet, my dear. Mind gets burned with the habits you've learned, and with a generation that's gotta be heard. Tired of your teachers and your schools that drag. You're not gonna end up like Scum or Dan. So come on, let me
entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 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 So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Thank you.
Oh, you guys don't mind if I do a couple of originals I wrote for the cause, do you? Yeah. Was that a yes, you do mind, or a yeah, play it? Alright, so this next song's called Trust in Me. And I had a mate in Queensland, he had a 10-year-old boy. And his son, on the day that they could get the jab, turned around and said, "Dad, can I have the jab now?" My mate's heart dropped. He fell to the floor, I had him crying on the phone. He was an absolute mess, and I could feel everything he was feeling being a father myself. And so I said, "Mate, I've got this for you." He's a musician himself. He said, "Yeah." I said, "Alright, let me write him a song." So I did. It's called Trust in Me. So you can also find this song on Spotify, YouTube, and all other platforms if you want to send it out to all the other kids as well. And a big thank you for everybody for coming here, and everybody who travelled from everywhere. It's great. Let's get your hands together, come on. Let me tell you a story of something I learned long ago. It seems to me that you can't see what I see. Well, everyone has a reason, but for this once I need you to know I'll keep you safe, I'll keep you away from the storm. Oh, trust in me, in what I do, and you will learn that it's all for you. Your heart's so pure, I want you to know I will never let it go. Trust in me, I beg of you, and you will learn that it's all for you. Your heart's so pure, I want you to know I will never let it go. Everyone has their reasons, and for this once I need you to know it's just this once, can't you see the way I see? 'Cause I know it's been hard, I know it's our fate, I know that it's something that you want to take. But listen to me when I tell you that this ain't the way. So trust in me, in what I do, and you will learn that it's all for you. Your heart's so pure, I want you to know I will never let it go. Trust in me, I beg of you, and you will see that it's all hope you see what I see one day. I understand you wanting your way. I hope you see what I see one day. One day, you trust in me and what I do, and you will learn that it's all for you. Your heart's so pure, I want you to know I will never let it go. Trust in me, I beg of you, and you will learn that it's all for you. Your heart's so pure, I want you to know I would never let it go. Oh, so trust in me, I beg of you. So trust in me, I want you to. So trust in me, I beg of you. So trust in me, I want you to. So trust in me. Thank you.
He's a good performer.
So you like that one? Alright, I'll play another one for you. So what's the vibe out there on the ground? How you feeling?
Sorry, guys.
That was bad. That's good, huh? That's good. We got something. So, this is another one I wrote. It's called We're Born With Our Freedom.
We're probably all out of whack now because I adjusted it up there.
Know that you're a failure. How did we end up here? My brothers and sisters, there's nothing to fear. It doesn't matter what we're gonna face. We're never ever gonna give it away. Together our voices ring. We're born without freedom. We're all to ourselves. Our spirits alive than we've ever felt. Do this for our children, for a life of their own. We're born without freedom, and our freedom's our own. We're born without freedom. Don't you ever give in. We're all by your sides. To those who are awake now, our time has arrived. It doesn't matter what we're gonna face. We're never ever gonna give it away. Together our voices ring. We're born without freedom. We're all to ourselves. Our spirits alive than we've ever felt. We do this for our children, for a life of their own. We're born without freedom, our freedom's our own. We're born without freedom. We're born without freedom. We're born without freedom. We're born without freedom. It doesn't matter what we're gonna face. We're never ever gonna give it away. Together our voices ring, born without freedom. We're on to ourselves, our spirits so high than we've ever felt. We do this for our children. We'll laugh at their own. We're born without freedom. Our freedom's our own. We're born without freedom. We're born without freedom. We're born without freedom.
Thank you. Hey Mark, do you want to sing this one with me? So I got one more for you. It's a bit of a cover. Anybody here like Phil Collins?
Well, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Don't you wreck this, Mack?
And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, when you told me you would drown me on, I would not lend a hand. But I've seen your face before my friends. But I don't think you know who I am. But I know who you are, and I saw what you did. I saw with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin, 'cause I know where you've been. It's all a pack of lies. Well, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. I remember, don't you worry. How could I ever forget? It was the first time and the last time that we ever met. But I know the reasons why I keep this silence up. Oh no, you don't fool me. For the hurt doesn't show, but the pain it still grows. No stranger to you and me. Come on, let me get singing. But I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Well, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Love you, man. That is awesome, isn't it? So we're here doing some of these real coal mining, real digger musicians, I call them, that are really getting in there and doing it when it counts, which is now. Good on you, brother. Another Mark. Love you, Mark. All right, I've just got a quick little chat. Phil, are you too busy there to have a chat with us or what, bro? Come on over. Please welcome Phil. Phil's all the way from Brissy. He's been fighting with us at many a GG's house. Also together at the embassies last week, which is awesome, brother. Let him know.
Hi, guys. Some of you may have seen me in the old F truck kicking around here with the twin flags out the back. We've been here for 5 weeks. Every day at the GG's, the Governor General's, who doesn't know who that is. We've been petitioning for a while to unredact the Woods Royal Commission, dissolve Parliament, and risk for fresh elections. Now, people say to me, there's an election coming up. Why do we need an election right now? Well, if we let them tell the lies of what they're going to do for us, that is what people will vote on. But if we make them vote now, they'll remember what they didn't do for us all the rest of the time they've been in office or whatever. That is why I want elections right now, so they can't lie to us what they're going to do. Like I said, 10 o'clock every single day at the Governor General's, we are there. And we do a little thing which you can come and have a look, you can see, whatever. And then we have a bit of a toolbox and we meet with, where's Wally? There he is. It's a bit obvious. That's about the best of my jokes. We meet at Commonwealth Park every day after that, around 11:30, and we organise a rally, convoy and a protest. Now, this is every single day. So don't think that we're not here fighting every single day, even though some of you guys can't make it every day. We are here because of your spirit and your effort, right? Now, a couple of people said to me today, oh, there's not many people here. Who here does not know 50 people at home that want to be here? Right? Now, when I was going around talking to people when we had this full and that full and that full, it was the same answer. Every one of those people had 50 people at home who weren't happy. So don't think that this crowd is a sign of what's happening. It's not, because a lot of those people now have got the strength and the courage from what's happened here to go home and fight at home every single day. So don't gauge this about the movement. This is nothing. This is not, well, it's not nothing, but it's nothing to be worried about. People are at home fighting strong. And once you're woken up, guess what? You don't go back to sleep. Right? So it started off with about 30% of us were awake straight away. There was a 40% in the middle that weren't sure what was going on. Then you have the 30%ers at the top. Well, I tell you what, that 40% is moving down and moving down. It's not 40% anymore, as you know, but we're just talking to people every day. When we protest out there, we have cafe owners bringing us free food and saying, keep going, guys. Thank you very much. Keep going. Yeah, we had a lady come out of the tax office. We were protesting the tax office, and she came out and she said, keep going. You have no idea the shit these guys get up to. And then she informed us where the big offices for the tax office were. And we went there the next day, and they thought they'd got away with it. And guess what? They locked the building down when we turn up. All right? We're not scared of them. We've protested the AFP. We've protested ASIO. We had guys turn up with machine guns. Right? We don't care. We're peaceful protesters. We're legally have the right to do it. We'll protest anyway. Yesterday, we protested APRA. Because APRA have a lot to talk about, right? Because they are the one forcing the doctors and the nurses to keep quiet. And those people go, oh, why do they keep quiet? They have families. They have people that need them to support them. And if they don't, then they will go to court with the rest of these people. So keep fighting strong, guys. Every day the Governor General's 10 o'clock, we're there. And then we protest afterwards for you guys, with you guys, for Australia. Because if we make Australians great again, Australia will be great again. Australians great again, Australia will be great again. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Phil. Awesome, buddy. Oh, where's Wally?
And don't be a Wally and go home. We're here every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
that's right, guys. That's right. Doesn't Phil do a great job? Tell me something. Is a mandate law? No. Is an order law? No. Actually, what about this one? Is a fine law? No. That's right. We need to wake up, don't we? And I'd like to thank everybody. Oh, yeah, we've got a car here. What's that about? Lights on 162 EVA. It's a ute, a white ute down there. Also, a guy's lost his Nissan keys. If you see some keys, please bring it up to us and get them back to the guy. He's desperate to be able to get home after this all ends. But isn't this weather beautiful? Amazing. Someone's lost... That looks like it's been there for a while. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, like I had an elderly gentleman come up before. He just wants me to read this out. He said, courts are government, parliaments are not government. They're only houses of debate to draw up bills for statutes. Such statutes have no jurisdiction over we the people, as we are only under what? Common law. This place has no jurisdiction. Let's stop getting sucked in by them. What do you reckon? I've got a young fella here who'd like to have a little chat. Come up, champion. He wants to have a little chat to you. Come over here, buddy. Aiden? Yeah, where you from?
Queensland.
Aiden, please welcome Aiden from Queensland. Over here, buddy, where they can see you. Come on, over here.
Hi, my name. I just want to say that I want to be poison free and I want my freedom back.
And we're going to do it for you, buddy. Aren't we? This is why. This is why. What do you think of that?
Thank you.
It's our pleasure, buddy. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got a young girl all the way from Sydney. She'd like to do, is it one or two? How many? Just the one number for you. Come on up. This is what it's all like today. It's organic. She's just popped in, said I'd like to sing, and we're going to get you going. So it's Olivia. Go over to that mic, please. Thank you very much. Tell us a bit about yourself, Olivia. Tell us about your struggles with the current conditions they are trying to put on us.
I think we need to wake up the youth. I think everyone needs to wake up, and I'm going to sing a song about freedom for the youth and the children. And yeah, there's a special speech in the middle by Charlie Chaplin, written in 1940s, and I think it's really relevant now, so listen out for that.
to the blind serves now to define our cold society from which we'll rise over love, over hate, through the silent sky that's vast becoming our light, over fear and into freedom. You just got to hold on. You just got to hold on.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of dream, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power. Let us all unite.
And we'll rise over love, over hate, through this silent sky that's fast becoming our mind, over fear and into freedom, from which we'll rise over love, over hate, through this silent sky that's fast becoming our mind, over fear into freedom, from which we'll rise over love, over hate, through the silent sky that's fast becoming our mind, over fear and into to hold on. You just got to hold on. And wait on me.
Singing for a generation, Olivia. Thank you, Olivia, for coming from Sydney. Awesome stuff. Oh, wow. Got some good news. It looks like they've turned the ADS off. They've turned it off. Bullshit, it's not LRAD. We know it's microwave technology. I can't. Are you feeling good? So everyone at home, they've turned it off. What are you doing at home worrying about ADS, LRAD, all that bullshit? We've ended it. And it's only because of the work of you guys that stayed all week lobbying the police and lobbying the politicians. So well done, everyone. That's a victory. We're not going to have a future like that, are we? Who's from Melbourne, Victoria? I've got a song for us guys for you right now. Okay, have you got it there, Meatloaf? Don't you love Meatloaf? Doing a great job. Big round of applause for our sound man. Just came in and just brought his stuff and he let us use a lot of it. Plenty of grunt. Okay, when you're ready, buddy. Anyone like the Angels? Yeah! Come on! Melbourne town where Dan just shits us off. We all really hope he has another fall. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. We're just so sick and tired of all his stupid lies. If his wife was a man, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. Don't want him near me. No, he's just got to go. Along with his cronies and that CHO. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. No! These stupid liberals, they say no mandate, then they want to jab us all. I don't ever want to see Scott's face again. Scotto! Don't ever want to see Scott's face again. Oh! They give no answers, they say they can't recall. Let's put them all in jail and pack them off to Istanbul. Don't ever want to see Scott's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. I don't ever want to see Scott's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. I don't ever want to see Dominic's face again. No way, get fucked, fuck off. Don't ever want to see old Shook face again. Please, we don't ever want to see that face again. I don't ever want to see that face again. The clown, get out of here. Never want to see Dan's face again. I don't ever want to see Dan's face again. We don't ever want to see Elbow's face again. No! Don't want to see that face. Just want to see that sweet bullshit face again. No! See that face. I'm so sick of all their faces. See that face. See that face again. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got one speaker actually. There's a guy with a cross. This fella here, you've seen him, he's been lugging this big cross up here. I'd like you to welcome him to the stage. He's an absolute champion. What's your name? Graham, everybody.
Yeah, everyone calls me Hefo, so that'll do. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to give you a little bit of insight into what's happening out in the outback, you know, out in northwestern Queensland and such. They've been going through a lot of hell over the last probably close to 10 years now, and I've got a little bit wrote down here. I'm not that good at remembering things and speaking like this, but I'll read this out to you. And there was a lady out there that actually sent me a letter explaining what they're doing here. What they're doing, you know, what this government's doing from out west. And I wrote this little piece here so you could understand where she's coming from. Over the last decade, the people of the outback have suffered from one of the most severe droughts in the last century. When the rain finally arrived, it came at flood levels. In many areas, that drowned livestock, destroyed fences, sheds and yards. During that period, to add insult to injury, banks foreclosed on scores of loans, which caused many families to lose their properties. The stress of that brought depression, which in some cases resulted in suicide. Well, you know, I think that's bad. Well, then along came COVID-19. Now, I'd like to read a letter here that the lady sent to me from out at Barcaldine. and she called it I Am the Unvaccinated, and she's speaking about when she was a little child, how wonderful things were then, and how it's got to the depths of just hell. We laughed on our ponies as we competed in the local show events and ate fairy floss together on the Ferris wheel. We dreamed together as entrants in the Miss Showgirl competition. We had photos taken together at the show ball. We dined at the local show beef dinner and cheered as the awards were presented. We had breakfast at the local cafe before returning back to our workplaces. But alas, no more shows, no dining in, no cafes, and now no job. Suddenly, I am the foe, and no longer am I safe to be your friend. Even though I drove you home when you were over the limit, lovingly cared for you when you were sick, now I am a threat. We once stood shoulder to shoulder helping others out as volunteers. Now I must stay away, for now I am a danger. We both can contract, we both can transmit. But you are now fully protected. I am unsafe. You can go freely to the hospital if you have need. My life must now be in danger. We both can contract, we both can transmit. You are accepted, now I am restricted. I am the unvaccinated, you are the jabbed. You have a right to choose, I have none. You have a voice, but you remain silent.
Yeah, well, whoops, geez, I'm loud. Listen, in 2 secs, yeah, yep. Guys, that was very moving. I was just sitting there listening to that, and, you know, I'm 60-year-old. You know, I grew up in a time when I went to the beach and I was hungry. I just went to someone's place and their back door was open and I got a bit of fruit off the table, I got a drink out the fridge, and if there was a bit of paper there, you wrote a note going, Davo was here. That's how it was. Yeah, now you can't leave your wallet in your back pocket. You know, so times have really changed, and that just really meant something to me then, that guy saying that, you know, because I'm of that era. And we have just lost absolutely everything, folks. It's unbelievable. You know, when you sit back and think about what these guys are taking off us in the period that they've done it, you know, 1947, a lady told me this morning, that's when they started this harp crap. 47, right? They used it in 68 in the Vietnam War. We know that. So how long have these guys been doing that? And people want to laugh about this this weather that we're having. There's no laughing joke, guys. It's manipulated. It's pretty easy. So we're against it. And I'm just talking from me, my soul. I couldn't be any prouder of all you people, man, that just keep coming back here week after week. You just don't care what they're going to do to us. You don't care if they pull out a gun and shoot us. And it's just unreal. It really brings my soul to a place where, we got something here, folks, okay? And like Rick just said and like Phil just said, don't worry about these numbers here today, okay? A lot of people are away because of the rain and this, that and the other. You know, people are flooded out in their own homes, you know. These guys are dastardly, okay? But big kudos to you guys who are here again. You're here every week. You're here all week. The people like Phil and that. You know, I went out and live streamed the other day because I don't have a chance to get around to a lot of people. I got stuff to do behind the scenes as well. But to see them guys go every day to the Governor-General's, you know, and he gives us the intel. You know, we get the intel on what cars are coming in, what cars are coming out, who's in them, who's not in them. And Phil's and a couple of the guys, they're very educated, mate. They know what they're looking for. They know the uniform they're looking for. Okay, we've had, I think it was a British, correct me if I'm wrong, Phil, but I think it was a British car come in or a UK car the other day. No flags, no nothing on it. Okay, went in there, but all the guardsmen come out and saluted it. Well, guess what? There's somebody in it, whether he's got flags on the car or not. If they come out and do a salute, they've done it for a reason. So there's meetings going on, folks, with the Governor-General, right? We know he come back in the other day. The guys saw him. Okay, so he's around. So if you can get to the Governor-General's place with these guys on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, that's what we need to be doing, guys. All right, and as we say, from there, it's Wally and the guys, then they make a plan. Everyone talks about it. Nobody makes a plan. The guys discuss it. They come up with where they'd like to do, and a general consensus is where they go to that day. But you will find them, meet them at the Governor-General's building, and from then on it goes, guys. Each day's a different day. 11:30 Commonwealth Park. I know tomorrow, if the weather's good, we got a barbecue at Commonwealth Park, 10 o'clock with Jim Greer. because you can't get into the triangle zone here. So, yeah, anyone that's around, I'd love to see you down there. That's 10 o'clock. They're going to put on a free barbie. I think that's still on, as far as I know. Yeah, that's what was happening. So it'll be weather permitting. But listen to the web radio, etc., and the guys will let you know what's going on there. So, have we got Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan.
Yeah. All right, Dylan, let's go, son.
Otherwise known as the Convict Conspirator. Please welcome Dylan all the way from Weewar. Weewar? That's it. Weewar.
Weewar.
Mistake by me. Glebe Park. Jim can't get to Commonwealth Park. It's in the triangle. It's Glebe Park. So tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Okay, this fella's got some really cool tracks on YouTube. Just look up Convict Conspirator. We're going to do two for you today.
Making a stand for the working man. We've had enough, and now we've taken back this land from the liars and traitors who held us down. We've had enough, now there's no more messing around, and we've taken back the country from the hands of crooked men. You know we've taken it back, and now we live free again. Working out in the sun in 45 degrees, making a dollar so you could steal from me. With all of that tax and that bullshit DST. The council rates and all the corporate fees, but we've taken back the country from the hands of crooked men. You know we've taken it back, and now we live free again. They prodded the lion just one too many times. Now you know they're in trouble for all that treasonous crime. What will they do when the hammer comes down? in an ocean of lies. Then chance and drown, and we're taking back the country from the hands of cooking men. You know we've taken it back, and now we live free again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have taken back this country from the hands of crooked traitors. Nobody can stop the people. That's right. The living men and women of Terra Australis. The more I learn about all of this stuff, the more everything seems to evolve. So I wrote a song called The Rule of Law, L-A-W, but now the more I learn, I think it should be The Rule of Law, L-O-R-E, natural law. So this song is called The Rule of Law. We gotta restore the original rule of law. 'Cause you see that this shit just ain't working anymore. Making up new rules just about every day. But I don't care 'cause I don't follow them anyway. It's a parallel, a system that they run. They try to claim that they're the government. It's all a lie, you've opened up your eyes. Unrealized your power lying deep inside. The rule of law. Got to restore the rule of law. The rule of law. Got to restore the rule of We've got to learn how to read between the lines. Dog like means our rights have all belong to mine. Indoctrination since the day we were born. But now we know the truth, we won't take it anymore. Got to restore the rule of law. The rule of law, the rule of law. Got to restore the rule of law. Oh,
Thank you very much, folks. I'm going to do a slower number here now. Got a bit of an acoustic jive. It's called Living Man. See, the thing is, and many of you probably know, that we are only living men or living women. Never a person, a citizen or a resident, because that's how they get you. It's all a trick through grammatical deception and the way that we speak, and we trick ourselves under their jurisdiction. So we are living men and living women. Here we go. Living man. I am a living and breathing man, born to this earth, this sacred land. Made up of flesh and blood and bone, walk in this world that we call our home. I've got my heart and I've got my soul, the spirit of mine no one else can control. 'Cause I was born free to experience life and witness the truth with my very own eyes. Yeah, I'm a living man. Yeah, and I do what I can to help spread the truth and the light and the love and the message that comes from the spirit above. Yeah, living man. Riding the wind on this journey of mine, I step down the path and I watch it unwind. Standing right here on the land and the soil, I open my eyes and my ears to the cold. I go with the flow of the energies that's one with the earth and the birds and the trees. Don't care for religion, the lies or the greed, just care for the love that's between you and me. Yeah, I'm a living man. Yeah, and I do what I can to help spread the truth and the light and the love and the message that comes from the spirit above. Yeah, living man. Yeah, living man.
spread the truth and the light and the love and the message that comes from the spirit above. Yeah, living man. Yeah, living man. Yeah, I'm the living man. Yeah.
Wow. Wasn't that awesome? It didn't touch your heart and you're on live.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dylan.
I am commonly known as the Convict Conspirator.
Yeah.
You can look me up on YouTube, Spotify, find my stuff there. Peace, love, and rock and roll. Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon. That was awesome. All right, do you want to hear from Riccardo Bosi again? I sure do. Riccardo? Where are you, Rick? Is he close, Dave? Right, here he comes. He's running. Fit man. Right there.
That whole thing. What on the flag. Don't cut on the flag.
And we're back again. A couple of things I want to raise for the education of some of the people out there. Now, I know you know most of this, but it's for those that are watching online when they take a break between My Kitchen Rules and Netflix. Now, the question of the legitimacy of the Governor-General gets raised very, very often. We know that. And that's with good cause, because there are reasonably sound claims that we have an illegitimate government, and any appointment made by an illegitimate government must be, therefore, illegitimate, not the point. Now, we know our goal is to hashtag do your job David Hurley. He has the authority and the responsibility to dissolve any parliament that is acting unconstitutionally. Now, I know you know that, but the people at home watching this may not have heard this before, so forgive me if I go through this again. The Constitution requires David Hurley to make sure, and he's the Governor-General, to make sure the government remains constitutional. Now, there is acres and acres of evidence, blind Freddie could find it, that the government is truly unconstitutional. So what he's required to do is warn the government to cease their unconstitutional behaviour. If they persist, he is required and authorised to dissolve Parliament. And that's no big deal, because Parliaments are dissolved immediately prior to every general election. There is no Parliament, goes into caretaker mode, no major policy decisions are made. So there's no big deal about the Governor-General dissolving the Parliament. Here's where it gets slightly different. He may, and is authorised to appoint a new Executive Council. Now, the Executive Council is constitutional language for what we colloquially know as the Cabinet. So the concept of Cabinet and Prime Minister does not occur in the Constitution. It's just a convention that the major parties have decided that's how we should rule the country. Well, they should rule the country. But he can appoint any Australian citizen he likes for a period of 3 months before they must become an elected representative. So they have 3 months. So our requirement is quite simple and quite constitutional. Dissolve the Parliament, appoint a new Executive Council, and they have 2 jobs. 1, get rid of everything to do with COVID. Everything. And as a federal government, they can lean very heavily on the states. Extremely heavily on the states. So this nonsense that states' rights, that's complete rubbish. Whenever the federal government has wanted to crush state rights, they do so. So they can do it again in defence of men, women and children of Australia. So get rid of all the COVID nonsense, right immediately, bang, done, finished, gone. And anybody that's been fined or has been penalised should receive some form of compensation for the illegal activity placed against them. The second thing that this Executive Council must do is to clean up the Australian Electoral Commission, because we know that the electoral rolls are utterly corrupted. We know that their processes are unsound. and they certainly don't apply the processes, and this is a determination by the Australian National Audit Office that did an audit about 6-7 years ago, I guess now maybe. And the AEC has failed consistently to fix what they do. So we need somebody to clean that up. So this Executive Council can do that. And then you have your first free and fair election. First in 50, 60 years. Because every election you've had to date has been the illusion of choice as opposed to real choice. And once we've got a genuinely representative government, what we'd like to see is a constitutional convention where you, the people, get to decide for yourselves, once you've been given reasonable instruction on what comprises a good constitution, because a constitution is nothing more than a guard against human nature. Because the moment you put up a rule, somebody's going to find a workaround. But this constitution must enshrine all sovereignty in you. And people come up to me and say, are you in favour of Bill of Rights? I say, well, just back off a bit. The Bill of Rights, as people understand in the United States, is actually the list of amendments that had to be made to their original constitution. The First Amendment, right to free speech. The Second Amendment, right to bear arms. I love that one. Imagine how polite everyone will be.
Make capital punishment great again.
I can't repeat that, that's terrible. This gentleman down here, this troublemaker said, make capital punishment great again. Well, for those who've committed egregious crimes of treason, yes, capital punishment will be the penalty of choice. But anyway, getting back to the Bill of Rights. This Bill of Rights, and people say we need to enumerate our rights. No, we don't. What we do is we say all rights are reserved to the people. All rights, everything. And then you allow the government, you enumerate their responsibilities. Does that make sense? So the government may do this, 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 and this, and nothing more. And if they do, they are guilty of treason, they go straight to jail. So if there's ever a question about what your rights, where they start and finish, they all start with you and they finish with you, and you allow the government certain responsibilities, and they cannot transgress or go beyond those. So how is that for the basis of a constitution for the new Australia? And if the government wants to do something, they have to persuade you to authorise them to do it, rather than the other way around. So that's why the Constitutional Convention is foundationally important to the rest of our country's future. Because we get that right, everything else flows from that. If we don't have that, if we stick with the current Constitution, if we just get rid of the mandates, then we'll be back here next year trying to do this again, but unfortunately it'll be too late by then. We don't get a second chance. Now, just so we're clear, because some people got confused because I said we're winning, but we've got to keep turning up. Is that possible, to be winning but still have to keep turning up? Of course it is. Because if you're in a 15-round fight, just because you're winning in round 14 doesn't mean you take the 15th round off. You keep turning up until they are unconscious on the mat. Does that make sense? Metaphorically speaking, of course, I'm not offering violence to anybody. It is a metaphor, ASIO. Look it up in the dictionary. Metaphor. Allegory. These are big words that adults use. I'm sorry, I'm being condescending to the spy masters. Did you notice the spy... Let me just take a sideline here. Did you notice our spy master, head of ASIO, presumed to lecture elected representatives? Now, I know they're imbeciles and corrupt so-and-sos, but here's a public servant lecturing the elected representatives on not making national security a political issue. Don't politicise it. Well, Mr. Head of ASIO, get back in your public service-sized box, shut the fuck up and let us alone. If we have a problem with our politicians politicising national security, we'll take care of it. You sit there, stop spying on me and my family, and go find some pedophile-protecting politicians, some pedophile judges, pedophile generals, admirals, air marshals, business leaders, union leaders. In other words, do your fucking job. You know what, it occurs to me, if people just did their job, we'd have a much happier country. And that starts with David Hurley, His Excellency General David Hurley. David, do your job. 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 That's all that's got to happen. He does his job. Executive Council, no more COVID, clean elections, constitutional convention, and we are free. Now, this is important. This is foundationally important because, and I love seeing all the flags of the past here. We have the red flag, the blue flag. Sometimes we see national flags from other countries. And that's great. It's our past. And our past is important because we have to know where we came from. But unfortunately, they have used our past against us to create division between men and women, black and white, Jew, Christian, Muslim. Doesn't make any difference. Parents and kids, they divide us. And this is just a personal view. But I think it's about time that we became one people, one country under one flag. Now, I have no particular preference what that flag looks like. You can have a competition for the kids if you want at school.
Riccardo, you forgot to give the mainstream media some credit.
Credit for what?
Propaganda machine.
So, one country, one people, one country, one flag. This has got to be our objective, because if we don't achieve this as a mature nation, that which has divided us in the past will continue to divide us into the future. We've got to let the dead bury the dead and move forward. And when we see the blacks getting hurt, we say their people. No, we say our people are getting hurt. We are one. We are all one. We are all Australians. You've been here 40 minutes or 40,000 years. We are one people. And the moment we bring that together, and that's what Dave the Concreter from Wollongong, and I love Dave to bits, he's working his tail off to make sure we come together and we unite this country. That's what it's all about. Because when we come together, when we're united, this will never happen again. Ever. Okay, so we come together as one. One people, one country, one flag. Have a competition. Decide what flag you want. If you're a red flag enthusiast, sell that to the people. If you like blue, that's great too. If you like the Eureka flag, more power to you. If you want something new, that's okay too. But understand this. We must come together, and that which divides us must be put to one side, and that which unites us must be gripped up tight. And we come together as one nation. And that one nation will never, ever, ever again be taken over by criminals, pedophile protectors, rapists, murderers, thieves, crooks, and Masonic filth. Now, just one bit before I go. The government lies to us. I know you're shocked by that. Completely shocked, aren't you? Yeah, what? I can't believe it. If Scott Morrison knew, he'd do something about it. Now, the Commonwealth Government Gazette, this is the website where they gazette proclamations and things to make sure that people know this is now official. Now, somebody told me that the Governor-General, I should back off Dave Hurley because somebody else has got the job. And I said, really? He said, yeah, some female from Victoria has got the job. And they showed me the Gazette, and it's here. Now, what's interesting about it is, because the government lies, and they do lie, it's not signed, it has no great seal on it, so it's just, anybody could have typed this up and stuck it on the website, which is what it looks like they've done. And what they did was, to make sure, in case some of us weren't paying attention, we thought this was legitimate, the signature block reads, "By His Excellency's command, Scott Morrison, Prime Minister." Now, Scott Morrison does not have that title of His Excellency.
Excrementy.
So what they're giving us is a gift. This document is a gift. His Excellency Scott Morrison. Now, Scott Morrison cannot appoint a Governor-General. He's his subordinate to the Governor-General. So this is a fiction. And this fiction is on the official government website. So take this, go to it, find it, upload it, and say the government is lying to you. This is prima facie evidence that they are deceiving the sovereigns of this nation. You. Scott Morrison. His Excellency. I don't think so. There's nothing excellent about Scott Morrison. So, just remember, hashtag do your job, David Hurley. And Your Excellency, General David Hurley, you're in no danger from us. We know you're in danger from the Masonic filth. There's your real threat. Not us. We're just law-abiding, decent, good people that want our country back. So how about we invite David down to come to this stage, say a few words, and read a proclamation that goes something along these lines. Ladies and gentlemen of Australia, I, as the Governor-General, yada, 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 hereby dissolve the Parliament of Australia. So there you go, Your Excellency. We've got a bunch of people down here just waiting to hear from you. No questions asked. I'm sure if you do that, you'll be offered a beer and a steak sanger and lots of photographs. So let's hear it one more time for David Hurley. David Hurley, do your job.
Thank you, Riccardo. Awesome. I'll tell you what, that flag up there looks pretty flat. Look at that flag on top of that mound. Looks pretty flat, doesn't it? We're letting the tyres down, everyone, because of you.
All right, guys, just a little thing. You know, we're talking about mainstream media there. You all know probably now that a very good mate of mine is Patrick King, that's in jail over in Canada for the Convoy over there. Now there's a friend of his, Tamira, and the mainstream media have come out and told us that this dear lady has taken her own life in jail, more or less. Nah, hang on, don't put your head down, darling. I'm talking to Patrick's girlfriend all the time. Okay, so she's not passed at all, people. She is not dead. She's alive and well. Okay, and she had another bail hearing, Mel, yesterday morning. Yeah, so about 1 o'clock this morning I was talking to Pat's girlfriend, to tell you the truth. So yeah, look, they're fine over there, guys. There is a bit of a fund to help Pat, and I'll be helping to it, but it's on the Canada Convoy. They're looking at whacking him away for 4 years. And that's the same thing they're going to do to me or Rick or anyone else that they get hold of and, you know, try and have a go. So, try, exactly. So that's where we are, folks, but I just wanted to let you know that bit of information. Do not listen to anything that comes off the friggin' mainstream media, right? She is alive and well, kicking, and she's still fighting. So the other thing is, if we can just get you to take your shoes off, seriously, I want you to earth out, guys. I want you to earth out, put our spirit into these grounds, okay? And that's how it comes. Not with a bit of rubber between you, but with actually these things, okay? Down on the ground, guys. Okay, take it away.
Thanks, Dave. Well, we've got Ty here now, all the way from Adelaide. Impromptu. He's just grabbed Dave's guitar and he's going to do a bit of a number for us. Bit Aussie rock, all right?
That's it. How we doing, freedom fighters? All right, my name is Typing Speed. I can't remember your name. I'm from Adelaide, South Australia. I've got a warm-up track for you guys, and then we're going to kick into some real gear. You guys like Australian music? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Is that coming through? Yep, cool. I left my heart to the sappers round Khe San, and my soul was sold with my cigarettes to the black market men. I've had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only other vets could understand about the long-forgotten dark side guarantees. How there were no V-Day heroes in 1973. How we sailed into Sydney Harbour. I saw an orphan but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying but I was home to the lucky man. Let's go! Well, she was like so many more from that time on. The lives are all so empty until they found their chosen one, and their legs are often open, but their minds are always closed, and their hearts were held in fast suburban chain, and the legal pads were yellow, hours long paid packets leave, and the Telex riders clattered where the gunships once had been. Car parks made me jumping, and I never stopped to dream. All the growing need for speed and overcame. So I worked across the country from end to end. I tried to find a place to settle down where my mixed up life could mend. I held a job on an oil rig, flying choppers when I could. Oh, but the nightlife nearly drove me round the bend. And I traveled round the world from year to year, Each one found me aimless. One more year, the worse for wear. And I've been back to Southeast Asia, but the answer sure ain't there. But I'm drifting off to check things out again. Yes, I am. Let's go. Well, the last plane out of Sydney is almost gone. And on the 7 flying hours, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. And there's nothing like the kisses from a Chinese princess. I'm gonna hit some Hong Kong mattress all night long. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. And it's really got me worried. I'm going north and I'm in a hurry. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. One more time, let's sing. The last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Yeah, yeah. I say the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Oh, and it's really got me worried. I'm going north and I'm in a hurry. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone.
Too hard to do, Barnsley.
Awesome. Nice banging. All right. I'm going to get each of you to repeat after me. At the top of your voice. We are one. We are one. But we are many. But we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come. And from all the lands on earth we come. We'll share a dream. We'll share a dream. And sing with one voice. Sing with one voice. You ready? I am. I am. You are. You are. We are. We are. Australia. You guys know the lyrics. Let's do this. I came from the dream time, from the dusty red salt plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flame. I stood upon the rocky shores. I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian. I came upon the prison ship, bowed down by iron chains. I fought the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rains. I'm a settler, I'm a farmer's wife, on a dry and barren run. A convict, then a free man, I became Australian. She's the daughter of a digger who sought the mother lode. The girl became a woman on a long and dusty road. I'm a child of the Depression, I saw the good times come. I'm a bushy, I'm a battler, I am Australian. Alright, you know what to do. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We'll share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. You guys are so beautiful. I'm a teller of stories, I'm a singer of songs. I am Albert Manager, and I play the ghostly guns. I'm Clancy on his horse, I'm Ned Kelly on the run. I'm the one who walks Matilda, I am Australian. All together. Now one more verse. One more verse, sorry. I'm the hot wind from the desert, I'm the black soil of the plains. I'm the mountains and the valleys, I'm the drought and flooding rains. I am the rock, I am the sky, the rivers when they run, the spirit of this great land. I am Australian. Alright, just before we get to that final chorus, here's a bit I've just added in, a bit closer to home. I fought against the tyranny, I did everything I can. I stood up and I spoke up to protect my fellow man. I kicked and screamed and I yelled for rights to protect our freedoms. I hope one day they'll come back. I am Australian. Alright, you know what to do. We are one, but we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come, we'll share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australia. We are one, but we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come, we'll share a dream and sing with one voice. On you! I am, you are, we are Australia. I am, you are, we are Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Tom. Awesome. That was awesome, man. Thank you so much. That's great. We're going to have a fellow up now, just for 5 minutes. Hope they found him, the guy that was going to speak on common law for 5 minutes. I'll give you a moment to come up, buddy. All right. No, there's another guy. Is that it? Okay, please welcome back to the stage. We have had him a couple of weeks ago, I think, wasn't it, Cobber? Last week. So he's full of wisdom and information. We'll give him 5 minutes to pass on. Go to the next one, buddy. Keep going through there. Some really good pearls of wisdom, shall we say? Bring the mic down a bit. Just pull it down. There you go, champion. What's your name?
John.
John. Please welcome John. Really close, John. Really close to the mic. That's it.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just following on from the last song, it reminded me of the time I was in Vietnam, and we had a Win the Hearts and Minds program. I used to go around local villages taking their teeth out because they had this addiction to betel nut. But we've got to win the hearts and minds of our own people, and especially we've got to win the hearts and minds of our police and our sheriffs. At the moment we've got no teeth, we've got no muscle. We parade in parks, wave banners and so forth, but we've got to fight for our rights in our courts. But we get into our courts and they deny us our rights, and the sheriffs, fools that they are, they just following orders. They throw us into cells to stop us fighting for our rights. But as the gentleman said on my leaflet, courts are government, and we don't have to wait for elections. We can get common law enforced immediately. We can stop all these mandates immediately. We can get our jobs back immediately by common law rulings from our juries. You've got to know common law. And common law, it's not by accident we're here. Just over there is the Magna Carta monument. That is the foundation of our common law. The Confirmation of Charter says that the Magna Carta is the common law. The law of the people, by the people, for the people. All they do in Parliament is talk and debate, and then they draft a bill for an Act of Parliament, which is only statute law, the law of the state, for the state, by the state. But we are not slaves of the state. We are only answerable to ourselves. We govern ourselves in our courts. So when we go to court, in fact, I've got a few court dates lined up. One court appearance is because I went along to play tennis at my local tennis club, and I was refused because I've not been doubly vaccinated. and then they called the police on me. And the police, I've got a penalty notice here for $1,000 for turning up to play my tennis at my tennis club. But because I wasn't doubly vaccinated, I have breached some sort of law, some phony, some bad law. And that's the purpose of a jury, to nullify bad laws. We can get our freedoms back immediately, but we've got to go to court. And we've got to stand in our courts and say, where is our jury? Where is our common law? And when they say, no, you don't have the right to trial by jury, then you challenge the jurisdiction of the court. That is immediate. Stay of proceedings until the jurisdiction is decided by a jury. That is checkmate against the bad buggers. We can take back our courts, but only with muscle. We've got to win the hearts and minds of the sheriffs. We've got to educate them. They don't know what they're doing. They are just following orders, but we have got to teach them. There are 4 boxes in defence of liberty. One is the soapbox. I've said this many times. It's not original. Number 1 is the soapbox. This is soapboxing. This is waving your flag out in the park, making a noise and singing songs. That is soapboxing. That is disappearing immediately as soon as it stops. Okay? So that's not going to work to get our freedoms and rights back. So then the second one is the ballot box. We elect people into Parliament to talk about issues and hopefully come up with good laws. But that's failed because the parliaments are corrupt, just like Riccardo says, they are totally 100% corrupt. So therefore we go to the third box. The third box is the jury box. And then there's a 4th box after that called the ammo box. But we don't want to go there because they've got more guns than we have. And as far as ammunition is concerned, the only ammunition we need are the 4 bullet points on this leaflet. So I hope you've all got one and take it home and digest it and follow up from there, because we have the inalienable right to the lawful judgment of our equals to govern ourselves, to govern our own countries, to get our country back, and only by learning the basics of common law. Everybody knows people who have suffered at the hands of these mandates, people who have lost their jobs and so forth. But the people who have lost their jobs, they go along to lawyers, and they trust lawyers to go to court. When you get into their courts, they have judges. They're totally corrupt. You must not allow judges or magistrates to have any say in our courts. None whatsoever. Thank you. And one last
Awesome.
thing. One last thing. Fear no evil. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. Well, I've got my mask on. What about you? I come from Kelly country. Anyone from Kelly country? Yeah. He got around a lot, didn't he? I've read a lot on Ned, heard a lot of stories. It's been divided between the police and Ned. All I know is he wanted freedom! 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 That's all he wanted. He didn't want his family hassled, his business hassled by the cops. And one thing I learnt, he actually wanted to build a free republic. A free republic where we weren't held to the Union Jack. We made our own way. And they hated him for that. So don't forget Ned and what he did. He was well ahead of his time, wasn't he? Very much. All right, I want to hand it to Bruce right now. He's got something else to talk about. Cheers, man.
Thank you. So, how are we, people? Are we good? Excellent. So, going on the back of the last little speech, we want to have some muscle to get into our courts to be able to take back this government. True? Okay, how many of you, by a show of hands, has any fines or infringements by any court in any state? We've got a few? Excellent. Okay, so now I'm putting together, and we're trialling this out on Tuesday to get our Constitution back. So I'm putting a flowchart together this week. So I've actually got in my hand right here where the Crown and where Queen Elizabeth has been taken out of our Constitution. Okay? So I'm going to have a bit of muscle, and I'm doing. So I'm working together with Council Government Watch, Brian Shaw, and a few other people to actually get this together to teach you guys how to go into court, stand up for your rights, and put a challenge against the government for a constitutional act. Who's up for that? Who wants to get off their fines? Until they deal with the Constitution. Now what does that mean? It means that if you get any fine once you've raised this challenge in court against the judges or magistrates, it means they can't deal with any fine of yours. That gives you a little bit of ammunition. How would you like to go in as a plaintiff instead of the defendant? Because aren't you innocent until proven guilty? Have we forgotten about that? So, to the good guys of the AFP up there, I went and saw one of the guys up there, and they actually said that it's above their pay grade. That they couldn't take this document that I've got here, which is the document where Julia Gillard has been charged for treason, but she's never actually faced the court. So this document is still pending. This is what we need to get in here. Now, Riccardo was saying before, or there was someone else that said they'd bring back the death penalty. Well, Julia Gillard got charged in 2007 for treason. In 2009, she removed capital punishment from Australia as Prime Minister. Bit suspect, isn't it?
Yeah, can I talk about Robert Hulls of Victoria, who took out the Crown, replaced it with the Department of Public Prosecutions, because he's a criminal, and he knew people would be onto him. They're criminals.
And we need to, and the people of Australia, the Commonwealth, that's all of you, need to help hold these people to account. Who wants to be in on it? Who wants to finally take some action? Okay, so this week I'm working with, as I said, Council and Government Watch, and we're coming up with a flow chart, and we're trialling this on Tuesday in a court. And I'll give you a brief rundown, very simple procedures. So when a magistrate asks you how do you plea, we're actually going in and we're saying, before I enter into a plea, Your Honour, I have a challenge against the Constitution. And they have to fill out what they call a 78B form. Now, it's very important that you use the word challenge because they must, that's a direction, they have to deal with that first. Now, if they don't deal with it, what are they doing?
Breaking the law.
They're concealing or conspiring or perverting the course of justice. Is that a crime?
Yes.
Under Section 80 of the Crimes Act? Yes. So, as a citizen of Australia, do you have the power to arrest that judge or magistrate?
Yes. Absolutely.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Was that a big yes?
Yes.
Okay, is this pretty good information? Okay, so when you actually hand a document up to the magistrate or judge, you must use the word tender. Because if you don't tender it, the magistrate just does this. When you tender it, it gets on the transcript, and he must say what that document is. Right? So, we need to do it in two forms. You need to do it face-to-face, and we need to learn how to do this, and that's why we're trialling it this week. We need to do it through a Zoom call or through whatever, because they may get out of it, they may just turn off the switch, lose the link, and then say you didn't attend court. All right, so this is a trial, but we need the courts, as Riccardo has said, we need the courts to make this decision. They're the ones that are going to be able to make the changes and keep all these people accountable. And that includes the pissweak David Hurley for seriously not listening to the people of Australia. And since 2004, isn't it funny how every Governor-General is in the military? Just saying. I don't know. And as I've showed a couple of other people, just to the side of this truck where this truck is parked, the other side of this truck is actually the parliamentary limit. They have different rules, different laws, different police. A bit like Washington, D.C., the City of London, and the Vatican. I just want you to all know this, that this is information that, how did this all happen? How is this the Commonwealth? We're supposed to be standing on top of that building behind us, and the Parliament, or the people in the Parliament, are below us. Just remember that. We are the Commonwealth. In one indissoluble constitution, the latest edition that I picked up out of a federal minister yesterday. So this is the law. This is the actual law, and this is what we should be abiding to. However, they want to go underneath statutes. So they make their rules. And what happened in Victoria just last week? Wasn't there 1,000 or more police officers that were sworn in unlawfully? Yep. So, again, is the AFP up there sworn in correctly? Do they actually know that they are sworn in correctly? Right? And this is the thing. We have to challenge it. And if we don't, who is? And it's not up to one person. It's not up to Riccardo. It's not up to, any of the others doing it. It's up to us. It's up to the individual. And with numbers, we will get our country back. Okay? So I've got a commitment now, because if I don't go through with this, what does that mean? I'm complicit and I'm concealing misprision of treason. And I can be charged and thrown in jail for life and lose all my assets. And so now I've informed you. What does that mean?
We all are.
What was that?
Complicit.
I didn't hear that. So does that mean that everyone on the AEC, the Australian Electoral Commission, has a responsibility if we get that word out? Does that mean there's 25 million Australians that would be concealing or misprision of treason? So do we have a right to stand up and open it up? Yes. Is this a plan? Yes. Spread the word.
Thanks, Brissy. Just a reminder too, we've only got a couple more speakers. We realise it's hot. Thank you so much for hanging out in the heat with us. It's nice to have some. We didn't expect it, did we? Good, some brollies came. Probably thinking for rain, but it didn't rain. A reminder, at 10 a.m. every morning, Governor Generals, keep the pressure up there, people, okay? Join Phil and the guys. They're doing a powerful work out there. Okay, it's one more speaker. We've got Brendon all the way from Sydney. You might see him. He's quite a Facebook YouTuber, I believe. You on YouTube or just Facebook, bro?
Just Facebook, mate.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah,
you keep it simple.
Facebook-y.
All right, there's Brendon
Hang
from
on,
Sydney.
everybody.
Oh, yeah, one more after you.
All right, let's talk about that private American company that we not many know about, standing behind me right now. In 1988, it became an American company. It's got its own constitution and private-to-private contracts. And at the end of the day, as we're talking about statutes and legislations and laws, a statute and legislation are unconstitutional and therefore invalid. A statute is not law. And this is also from the United States Supreme Court, which is like our high courts, which people can still use here on our Commonwealth land, because all Commonwealth lands people are equal. A code is not law. All codes, rules and regulations for the government, authorities only, not human creators, in accord with God's law. All codes, rules and regulations are unconstitutional and lacking due process of law. See, all magistrates, judges have lost all subject matter. The High Court of Australia to declare legislation unconstitutional, therefore invalid. At the end of the day, dear people, we as men and women, sentient men and women, have got to start questioning absolutely everything. There is a lot of families that we know that are perpetrating against our backs for their own wants and needs, regarding if it's politicians or that's in the elite. If people would like to also follow Operation Take Back Australia on Facebook, you will start to understand the hidden families that are also contributing behind our backs for the own profit of each other. In the end, dear people, we've got to start knowing ourselves spiritually and heavenly and earthly. If we lose that connection, as you can see the pyramid scheme up there behind me, and in front of you the people, that is them in a unnatural supremacy to create their own power over you the people. Unlike the ancient times with Tartaria Empire, they gave free energy, free food and technology. See how all wars before that destroyed everything we thought we knew and enslaved us under securities for taxes, debt securities. You the people are the debtors, not the creditors. When we start to realise that, dear people, we will set ourselves free. Just remember, in the High Courts on the 20th of August 2001, The penalty was fixed at 25 years for both magistrate and solicitor to set court cost upon anybody. That comes under the Slavery Act, dear people. All this, what we are knowing to now, or under right now, is all commercial law. Commercial law is ab initio, contra legem, and it's odious by nature. We also have to understand the language system. Start using that dictionary, dear people, and start breaking down the words. Because we shouldn't have politicians, we should have civil servants. And when you break down the word politician, you'll come to realise there's abbreviation in there known as the CIA. When we start to realise what's going on with the language system, you would understand how they're able to trap us in their illusion. Grammatical fraud, dear people. Remember, know your power, know your truth, and stand in your light. Much love and light. Thank you.
Thank you, Brendon. Awesome, buddy. Good to see you in the flesh again, buddy.
Mark, can I add something? Just for anyone that's looking for something to do or has got ideas for stuff to do, also every day we meet at Commonwealth Park from 11. That gives the...
Every weekday, right?
Every weekday.
They're doing something.
That gives the Governor-General mob time to turn up as well. And we discuss, and then we head off to do what we do best.
And we have fun, don't we, Wally? We have fun with Wally.
My oath, we do.
That's right, we have News Wanker Wednesday. I look forward to News Wanker Wednesday. Get to those TV stations. I've got a really cool parody when we go there Wednesday, buddy. You look forward to that. Someone's lost a little stand. It's mine unless you come back and get it. It's a little Joby stand. Some of you may know Daniel Luke. Yeah, he's a busy man, I believe. Please welcome him to the stage as the last speaker today before we wind up.
How are you this afternoon, fellow brothers and sisters? We feeling all right or what? So you're saying we've got a bit of spirit here or something? Yeah? We've got feeling all sorts of emotion drifting through our spirits. And I speak of spirit because I speak of duality. All right? Now we've got good, we've got bad, we've got love, we've got fear, we've got right, we've got wrong, etc. Now, in this world, on this plane, we have two houses, okay? Now, one house is this house over here, which represents legal, all right? Now, legal, there is no law where legal be, okay, because it's a make-believe, it's a fiction. Now, you would have heard a couple of the speakers prior speaking of such things that would lead to that conclusion, but it's a make-believe. Now, in that make-believe, it's a lie, and the father of the lie is Satan. And there's been an ancient war going on between good and evil for a long time. Now, the reason I mention this is because we turn the cheek, okay? We come to that second house, which represents spirit, family, community, love, growth, and prosperity. Now, I've been operating out of the private house of the spirit for many years now. And I've been fighting the good fight in an administration, in law, for over 10 years, and I've achieved quite successful outcomes. I won't really get into many, but I actually put a commercial lien on a police officer in Hervey Bay back in 2014, and actually assigned the debt to a debt collector. Now what that did, it kept those police in Hervey Bay police station away from me, for good. And that's all I was there to achieve, because they're private, they operate out of a fiction, and I don't listen to anyone besides my creator. How about you guys? You listening to some fiction, some false god, or you listen to your higher self? Now, in my experience there, I mean, you know, it hasn't been very hectic at all, because when it comes to justice and serving such in an administrational way, it's quite easy, because we're not going through the circus of a fiction or of a make-believe. We're in the office of the private, sitting on the King James Bible. I'm not sure if many of you realise, but that there is law. Now, our maxims of law is first in time, first in law. Now, I believe the Creator came before me, came before myself, came before everybody here, right? And who created government? We did. So if we create them, we can dissolve them. And I think the best way to dissolve them, well, one of the ways, there's been a few little, good little bits of insight and ideas about that, but is to turn the cheek. To turn the cheek and come home Come home and represent and build the house of our Lord, not a house of a false god, where there's fiction and make-believe and plunder. And that's the reason why we're all getting taxed out there. Taxes, levies and fees, because we're living in a lie. We're not in the house where we should be. We don't go into a house and start trying to adjust people's furniture, do we? No. Just like we can't expect, blood to come out of a stone. So, come home. Come home like we are all here today, and I've seen a lot of it, We've got a lot of people here gathering in Canberra still, and I've been one of them. I've been here for 5 weeks, and it seems like a couple of days, because the spirit of the village, the people coming together, and the energy just coming together as well as in a mass is just so beautiful. I just wouldn't want to go home. It'll be quite sad. So I'm going to leave you just with my YouTube channel. For those that would like to have a look, there's a few videos there that may be able to help you with all sorts of stuff. Would be General Office of Executor, and that's on YouTube. So General Office of Executor. And I am out at a village out at Wirra, and we do hold law seminars out there. So thanks very much, guys, for coming, and good to see you all, and much love, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Daniel. Awesome. That's great. Lion-hearted Daniel right there. It does say in the Word of God, which I love with a passion, it says, the rocks shall cry out if we don't. So thank you for stopping the rocks from crying out, because you guys are rock solid. Thank you so much. I've been Mack. I've been your MC. Thanks for turning up. Really appreciate it. We've got the brothers from Melbourne to wind up now. These guys know their stuff. They know the real law, and they want to just relate a few things to you right now. Please welcome Michael and Daniel.
Thank you, Mark. And thank you very much, Daniel, for that talk you just delivered. Beautiful, beautiful words. G'day, Australia. How's the weather today, eh? The rain held off pretty good. How the world has changed in such a short amount of time. A valiant effort has been mounted to unite our people of this country over these weeks and months. We have witnessed our brothers and sisters rise to the occasion and travel to Canberra from all corners of this beautiful country, continuously, week in, week out. Whatever political ideology, faction or allegiance, what started as a movement of a few dozen people has grown to be the largest political demonstration in Australian history. Week on week we turn up, week on week we grow stronger together. My brother and I were invited to speak again here today, and we cannot emphasise the danger and distress our country is facing in this dark hour. This is by no means a political statement, but an imminent unfolding of catastrophe. The loyal and trusting men and women of this country have been bombarded over the past 2 years with a propaganda fear campaign built on lies, corporate greed, misalignment of national interests, and who have been manipulated into a state of psychological trauma. Trauma that will linger for generations. The time for debate, conjecture and politics is over. We can clearly see our elected leaders and government officials refuse to have the best interests of everyday Australians and the Australian nation's best interests at heart. My brother and I are standing here before you today, stripped of our youth, impacted by the perils of this encroaching new world order, left with no option but to grasp onto the only thing that holds truth on this land, the spirit of our Anzac. Our forefathers, the ones who galvanised our sovereignty and independence on this land, of this Commonwealth, under God Almighty. Our Anzac died for you to have the opportunity to fly 1 million different flags. Please reflect on this. Whether bushfires, flood or health crisis, Our leaders have sold the people of Australia out at the taxpayers' expense, accumulated literally trillions of dollars in debt to line the pockets of corporate entities, signing away our sovereign rights to international conventions and treaties, and forcibly poisoned the bloodlines and genetic library of us all, the great people of Australia. We have been deliberately misled and divided, misled from the truth of who we are and what our inheritance means to us all, Indigenous, white, every Australian in this country. This government has worked explicitly towards the destruction of our middle class, the subjugation of our Indigenous sovereign peoples, lack of informed consent in medical procedures, illegal mandating of untested experimental chemicals, especially on our children, unnecessary perpetrated fear and segregation of our peaceful peoples, and the pillaging of our natural resources. The damage orchestrated by our elected leaders in this society and the destruction of our way of life has been incredibly significant. Both federally or state, we must acknowledge the atrocities that have been and are continuing to be waged upon the Australian people. Atrocities that have led to the humiliation of all Australians, whether they are aware of it or not. A fortnight ago, my brother and I stated there was a time and a place for peace and a time and a place for war. Not even a week ago, our leaders and government, without your consent, have conscripted us, the Australian nation, into an international conflict which we have no business or affiliation, while our country is literally and financially underwater, priming us, the people, to be used as cannon fodder for their corrupt war machine. The Australian people did not vote, consent or agree to this madness. Our government justifies the expenditure of hundreds of millions of dollars for foreign aid and tools to be waged in war. Yet at home, Australians are drowning in their homes, starving in their towns, bankrupted by a corrupt state and forcibly coerced into being experimental test subjects, to be administered harmful and toxic chemicals, chemicals that are literally killing and maiming people without so much of a second thought or scent of compensation. We must stand up in our own right, in our own communities, in our own towns, and seek to acknowledge, remedy, and rebuild the faith and trust within our people, within our great country. Through changing the local, we endeavour to change the national. Is this the Australia of old, of opportunity and prosperity? Is this the Australia we want to pass down for our children and grandchildren to inherit? A society sick with woke politics and modern culture, being led by the nose by a corrupt media, morally jumping on every bandwagon that is relentlessly shilled, regardless of facts or conflicting opinions and healthy debate against any narrative. Over the past 2 years, our nation has been deliberately set up and deceived. It is becoming alarmingly apparent that the affliction of this poison onto our people, indiscriminate of race, colour or creed, will have devastating and lasting consequences for generations to come. Why have our leaders led this country into ruin and decay at the cost of a trusting Australian population? We must question this and understand why. It is apparent from official sources that no one has or will escape from the atrocities which have befallen Australia and even abroad. Regardless of the fallout and devastation that will ensure in the weeks, months and years to come, we must seek internally within ourselves to set our differences aside, to stand together and protect one another, to safeguard our communities, our way of life, our food supply, and our natural abundant resources. We must unite this country under one common goal against one common enemy. In the fog of war, disinformation and distraction is rampant. We are constantly being fed lies from our leaders and the media. The only truth we can rely upon is that of our Anzacs. Their struggle, their hardship, their sacrifice, and their spirit. We must at all costs embody and protect this spirit and stand in the light of our birthright and inheritance, not just here in Australia, but over the ditch in New Zealand and every supposed democratic country involved in our great Commonwealth. We see what has happened in Canada these last few weeks. We see what is happening to our Anzac brothers and sisters in New Zealand. We refuse tyranny here in this sovereign nation, and we will not be intimidated by their unlawful and unconstitutional directions. Eventually, justice will prevail. It is up to every single Australian man and woman to stand and take accountability back into their communities and towns. This is a warning to the people of Australia that the orchestrated collapse of our free democratic society is imminent. Look at our fuel prices. Look at our disrupted supply chains. Look at the legislative acts which aim to disrupt and cripple our food supply into the future. Look at the situation that has befallen this beautiful nation. We are just two young men from Melbourne that have had almost everything taken away from us, and we refuse to see this country fall. May we all stay safe in the coming weeks and months ahead. Let us stand in remembrance and honour this day, lest we forget.
Well done, guys.
I do believe that was great. Thank you very much. We do have a song to play, and we're going to see you off with a really cool little G up before we get out of our voice. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, so Meatloaf, just play that song. That, guys, this was done from some freedom fighter camp, I believe. A song they'd like to put out there. Thanks, Meatloaf.
Let's do this one.
I remember when I came into this world and I thought that I was free. I didn't realize that was not guaranteed. Brick by brick we built the wall so thick to protect us from the fairy tale. Now there's four walls around us that we can no longer scale. We were crazy, and at first I thought it's very possible that we might have been, but we're running out of reasons.
One to go, guys, and then we're going home.
As we lose all of our power to the overlords, somehow you still think they deserve our trust. But the movement's getting bigger, 'cause we know they don't care about us. Backed into a corner and now we all have to fight. why. Man, it don't make sense. Your intuition says it's probably a lie. They know that we'll never stand up if we believe the lie. Cause they know that we won't stand up if we're afraid to die. That we'll never stand up if we believe the lie. But we'll never get to feel alive if we're afraid to die.
Thank you so much, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much. Going to finish off with one lively one. We're all going to do a big collab thing. Please thank Meatloaf, the man on the sound today, providing some real grunt. And he hasn't slept. The guy did a gig last night in Newcastle, drove down. What a champion, eh? Big round of applause for Meatloaf. Jason, you're awesome, man. I think they're talking about a revolution going on here. What do you reckon, brother?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
All right. Do you want to start us off? We've got Ivan to start us off with this one. Dylan on the end, and on bass, got Mark. Cheers, sir.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Wow, there's gonna be a revolution. Well, you know, it's gonna change the world. Well, you know, it's in the Constitution. Well, you know, we're all gonna change the world. When you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh, yeah. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Wow, there's gonna be a revolution. Well, hell, you know, we're all gonna change the world. Wow, you know, it's in the Constitution. Well, hell, you know, we're all gonna change the world. When you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Well, you talk about a vaccination. Well, you know, we all know you're full of shit. You say that it's safe and effective, you know. We don't trust you one little bit. So if you're hanging with people like Chairman Dan, we're gonna stop you with everything we can. Yeah! You know it's gonna be alright. Oh, it's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Alright. Power to the people. Power to the people. They're
about you. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, right on. Power to the people, right on. Right on. Power to the people, right now.
Thank you. Did you have some fun? We did. Appreciate you. Love you all. God bless. We're going to win this. Awesome. Cheers, everyone.
All right, guys, just remember, get it around. We asked you, we need to pull everyone together, guys, so we need you to do a little bit of work. We need the messages off to the guys you're following, and we need a tag onto me, and let's get these invites out. Let's get this job done, guys. Thank you.
Alright. Well, it looks like the party in the park is over for another day. Thanks for tuning in.
For another day. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Although I probably won't get out till next week sometime.
That's all right.
On Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I've got work and family things that need to be tended to, so...
As we all do.
Yeah. So, have a good time, everyone. I will go and check how bad this came through and then put the camera up if I need to, the camera footage up if I need to. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend.